Okay, this is continuing on with the Bible character story. This one's on Noah. The story of Noah and the flood plays out in Genesis chapter 6 through chapters 11. Um, Over the course of history, as the children of Adam populated Earth, humans continued to overstep the limits God had placed on them. Their increasing disobedience caused God to reassert his lordship by engineering a fresh start that would give the human race another opportunity for obedience. The consequence of humankind's widespread corruption was the Great Flood that eventually ended all, all but the all but a remnant of life on earth. God's grace preserved the lives of 8 people, Noah and his family. Then God made a covenant promise to never destroy the earth by a flood again. Okay, the story of Noah and the flood. God saw how great wickedness had become and decided to wipe mankind off of the face of the earth. But one righteous man among all the people of that time was Noah, and he found favor in God's eyes. With very specific instructions, God told Noah to build an ark for him and his people in the preparation for a catastrophic flood that would destroy every living thing on earth. God also instructed Noah to bring onto the ark 2 of every living creature, both male and female, and 7 pairs of all the clean animals. Among every kind of food to be stored for the animals and his family while on the ark. Noah obeyed everything that God commanded him to do. And after Noah and his family had entered the ark, rain fell for a period of 40 days and 40 nights. The waters flooded the earth for 150 days, and every living thing was destroyed. As the waters receded, the ark came to a rest on the Mount of Ararat, and Noah and his family continued to wait for almost 8 more months while the surface of the earth dried out. Finally, after an entire year, God invited Noah to come out of the ark. Immediately, Noah built an altar and offered burnt sacrifices with some of the clean animals to give thanks to God for the deliverance. God was pleased with the offerings and promised never again to destroy all living creatures as he had just done. Later, God established a covenant with Noah. Never again will there be a flood to destroy the earth. As a sign of his everlasting covenant, God set a rainbow in the sky. Noah was the oldest person in the Bible. Scriptures tells us that Noah was a farmer. He was already 500 years old when he fathered 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Josephat. And Noah lived 350 years after the flood and died at 950 years old. The 2 major themes in the story of Noah and the flood are God's judgment of sin and the good news of deliverance and salvation to those who trust in Him. God's promise of the flood in the flood was not to destroy people, but to destroy the wickedness and sin. Before God decided to wipe the people from the earth, from the face of the earth, He first warned Noah, making a covenant to save Noah and his family. The whole time, Noah and his family labored constantly to build the ark, 120 years. Noah also preached a message of repentance with the coming judgment. God provided plenty of time and a way of escape for those who would look to Him in faith. But the wicked generation ignored Noah's message. Noah's story serves as an example of a righteous life and enduring faith in the face of completely immoral and faithless times. It's important to note that sin was not wiped out by the flood. Noah was described in the Bible as righteous and blameless, but he was not sinless. We know that after the flood, Noah drank wine and became drunk in Genesis 9 and 21. However, Noah did not behave as the other wicked people of his day, but rather walked with God. And like I said, this is in Genesis chapter 6. I think it was verse 11. Chapter 6, verse 1 through chapter 11, verse 32. And y'all have a good one.